Most people think becoming a millionaire is about money, but the truth is far deeper. It is about the way you think, long before the world ever sees your success. Here's the truth nobody told you. Millionaires are not born different. They become different the moment they decide to stop thinking like everyone else. And that shift, that tiny, invisible decision inside the mind, is what begins everything. Because the moment you change how you see yourself, the entire world begins to change with you. If you pay attention to anyone who built wealth from nothing, you'll notice something interesting. They reach a breaking point, a moment where they say, "I cannot stay the same." That single moment becomes the foundation of every step that follows. Most people wait for opportunities. Millionaires create them. Most people hope. Millionaires plan. Most people react. Millionaires prepare. The difference is not in what they have, it's in what they believe they can become. Here's where the mindset starts to shift. The average person looks at a successful businessman and asks, how did he make all that money? A millionaire looks and asks, what problem did he solve? That is the hidden truth behind every fortune. Money always follows value. You don't get paid for your dreams or your potential. You get paid for the problems you solve and the value you provide. The bigger the problem, the greater the reward. The more people you help, the more wealth flows back to you. Most people chase money. Millionaires chase impact. And here's the hook. If your goal is simply to get rich, you won't. Because money is too small of a purpose to drive you through the storms that wealth building requires. But if your goal is to grow, to serve, to improve your skills, to outthink and outwork yesterday's version of you, then money becomes the natural side effect. This is the secret the wealthy understand. You don't pursue wealth, you attract it by becoming someone the world cannot ignore. But let's be honest. Thinking like a millionaire is not glamorous at the start. It means doing the hard things when no one is watching. It means waking up early when there's no applause. It means failing over and over without giving up. It means being willing to learn every day, because learning is the currency of the wealthy. Millionaires ask better questions. How can I do this faster? How can I do this smarter? How can I multiply this instead of repeating it? The average person avoids difficulty. Millionaires inspect it, dissect it, and turn it into opportunity. And here comes another truth most people overlook. Millionaires play the long game. They don't expect results instantly. They understand that building wealth is like planting a tree. You don't stick the seed in the soil and scream, "Where's my forest?" You water it, you protect it, and you trust the process. People quit because they think they're failing. Millionaires persist because they know they're growing, even when the results are still invisible. There's a moment in every millionaire's journey where nothing seems to be working, but they refuse to stop. That refusal is the turning point. The world tests your patience before it rewards your persistence. Anyone can be excited at the start. It's who keeps going that wins. And if you look closely, you'll see something powerful. The turning point always comes right after the moment most people give up. Now here's a mindset shift that will hit you hard. Poor people think in terms of expense. Millionaires think in terms of investment. When the average person sees a price tag, they say, "I can't afford this." When a millionaire sees the same price tag, they ask, "Will this make me better? Will this grow my skills? Will this save me time? Will this bring me closer to my goals?" Millionaires don't spend, they allocate. They don't save for safety, they invest for freedom. And maybe the biggest difference of all is this. Millionaires understand that income grows when they grow. Your business cannot outgrow your mindset. Your results cannot outgrow your discipline. Your wealth cannot outgrow your character. If you want a bigger life, you need a bigger mind. The world rewards those who think differently, act decisively, and believe in themselves when no one else does. Here's another hook you must hear. Money doesn't change who you are, it amplifies it. If you are disciplined, determined, and focused, wealth expands those qualities. If you are careless, passive, and afraid, wealth slips through your fingers.
This is why thinking like a millionaire matters even before you ever touch a million. You are building the mental foundation that will protect the success you create. And let's talk about fear, because every millionaire has faced it. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of losing everything. But instead of running from fear, millionaires use it as fuel. They understand that fear is simply a sign that they are stepping into a new level. The people who never become wealthy are the people who wait for the fear to go away. It never does. You move with it. You build with it. You succeed despite it. Here's something else they know. The world doesn't pay you for time. It pays you for value. So this is why millionaires avoid trading hours for dollars. They build systems. They build skills. They build teams. They build assets that work even when they're asleep. Whether it's business, real estate, digital products, or investments, millionaires focus on things that multiply. But don't misunderstand. Thinking like a millionaire is not about greed or ego. It's about freedom. The freedom to wake up when you want. The freedom to choose how you live. The freedom to help your family, support your community, and create opportunities that didn't exist before. Wealth gives you choices, and choices give you power. So here is the final truth, the one that separates dreamers from doers. Millionaires take responsibility. They don't blame the government, the economy, their past, or their circumstances. They take ownership of their actions, their habits, their mindset, and their future. Because the moment you take responsibility, you also take control. And that is where your journey begins. Not with money, but with a decision. A decision to think differently, to act differently, to live differently. A decision to refuse an ordinary life. A decision to believe that you can build something extraordinary, even if no one else believes it yet. Because here's the real secret. You don't think like a millionaire after you become one. You become one because you think like one. And if you keep growing, keep learning, keep creating value, keep refusing to quit, your mind will take you somewhere your bank account has no choice but to follow.